And hello, I'm John Bachman. The deadline is closer, of course, but Congress and the White House can't seem to get a deal done. The Department of Homeland Security is set to run out of money at the end of this week, and today the Speaker of the House says it's time for the Senate to act. Speaker John Boehner in just the last hour reminded everyone that the House has already passed a funding bill. That bill includes rioters to stop the president's executive orders on immigration. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is now proposing a funding bill without those provisions, and promises of an appeal today after the American Sniper murder trial.
We, the jury, find the defendant Eddie Ray Routh guilty of the felony offense of capital murder as charged.
Routh murdered Chris Kyle and Chad Littlefield during a trip to a Texas shooting range 2 years ago. Littlefield's mother spoke just after learning the verdict.
We've waited 2 years for God to get justice for us on behalf of our son. And as always, God has proved to be faithful.
Routh's lawyers had argued that he was experiencing a psychotic episode at the time of the shooting. The jury took less than 3 hours to convict him. He's been sentenced to life behind bars. Charges have now been filed against that driver of the truck hit by a California commuter train. Investigators say he apparently made a wrong turn just before the accident.
The truck made a premature right turn. Instead of turning onto westbound 5th Street, it actually turned onto the railroad tracks that you can see behind me to my left. So the vehicle was actually straddling the railroad tracks.
Well, soon after a Metrolink train slammed into that truck, several cars derailed. Dozens of folks were hurt. That driver is facing felony hit-and-run charges. And after 15 people are hurt at a house in the Jersey Shore, see that explosion right there? That's the reason why. It happened yesterday while utility workers were looking for the source of a reported gas leak. The house was reduced to nothing more than a yard full of debris. The homes were several blocks away were damaged by the explosion. And a former counterterrorism official at the State Department is due in a D.C. courtroom today. Daniel Rosen is facing charges of soliciting a minor. Police in Fairfax County, Virginia, say he was caught in a sting, exchanging several messages with a detective assigned to the department's child exploitation unit. And supporters of former HP CEO Carly Fiorina are drumming up support, for a possible presidential bid. They've launched a new super PAC today, Carly for America. Fiorina drew some strong reviews after her speech at the Iowa Freedom Summit last month, and tomorrow she's on the schedule at the Conservative Political Action Committee, also known as CPAC. And trouble in the skies for Southwest Airlines. Nearly 130 planes, about a fifth of its fleet, had to be grounded briefly. The airline apparently was letting the planes fly without doing proper inspections on some backup systems. Now the FAA is letting the jets fly again, but they say those inspections need to be done by early next week. We'll have another Newsmax Now update for you in 30 minutes. Now back to America's 4.